All right, hello. Can you all hear me? How do I sound? Good? How are we doing today? Today's actually going to be a different stream than usual. Today's going to be a fun one. It's going to be I'm going to need a lot of input from y'all. Because we're going to be ranking every EX Pokemon in Pokemon Pocket. As you can see, I have them all here. I have a tier list up above. This is going to be really exciting. What's up, guys? Welcome to the stream. Welcome. Yeah, this is going to be a lot of fun. I can't wait for this. Who's ready? Let me put some Pokemon music in the background too. So we have some nice background noise here. Yep. Alright. Turn that up a little bit. Alright. So you guys can hear the background noise a little bit. Sylveon's got to be S tier. I mean, we have a lot of them that are going to be S tier. I think the way we start this is we take a look at like what the worst is and what the best is and put them up here. The very best and the very worst down here in D tier. And then we'll go from there just to set like a parameter for what we think is really good and really bad. Abominable's S tier. Bibarel's S tier too. Yeah. Bibarel for the win. Yeah, okay, this is gonna be a lot of fun. I figured we would switch it up. It's about the end of the end of this season for Pokemon Pocket. It's the end of the rank season. We got Pokemon Presents right around the corner. We'll find out new information about the meta. Not about the meta, about the new cards coming out. So this is a perfect time to do kind of a tier list. And I know a lot of creators did do this right when the game came out and rank them, but no one has really done it since. So I figured it would make a really fun stream. I mean, Venusaur didn't fall off. Oh, Venusaur has been falling off for a long time. I don't think some of this is going to surprise y'all. Alright. Let's get into this. First, I want to pick the worst card. And then we'll do the best. And then we'll fill the rest in. Alright. The worst card that I think we can agree on first, I would say there's a couple that are arguable, right? For the worst EX, I think, in my opinion, it's Necrozma. I gotta put the promo Necrozma on there. Let me actually pull up a site where we can like look at these cards closer to as we talk about them. So this is the promo Necrozma. It's dual energy, 120 damage, but it's dual energy, and it's 4 for 120. So it's insanely expensive for that much damage. Obviously, it's going to be in D tier, but I don't know if this is the worst. Rayquaza's better. Lycanroc's pretty bad, but I think it's better because it's 3 for 130, so it's even better than this. This is 4 for 120. Passimian's pretty bad too, but it can move energy down. And you can create a deck that's able to probably win more than a Necrozma deck. What else are we thinking that's really bad? Anything else that could possibly be worse than Necrozma promo EX? I think maybe this guy right here. Wait, what's his name again? I completely forget what this card is called. But it's the one that's 3 energy, 80 damage, and it stops him from retreating. But I actually feel like you win more with this than you do with the dual energy. The dual energy crushes Necrozma and makes it horrible. Because it makes it way less consistent, and it already has a high cost to even do damage. Beedrill? No, Beedrill's not bad compared to some of these cards in here. We do have, I think even, yeah, I don't really think, I think this is, I don't even know if you could make an argument for any of these being worse than a dual energy for 120. That's just such a bad stat line. I think that's the worst, yeah. Because even like Wigglytuff puts him to sleep. Gengar's usable. People have been using it in decks. I think you would even have a better win rate with like Pachirisu. Alright, chat. I think we can all agree. Bibarel's pretty bad too. 4 for 100 is really bad. But the thing is, it's 4 colorless, so you can actually like power it up with Manaphy and other ramping cards, right? And I think Babarrel, see, this is 150 HP, but I feel like Babarrel even has a better, like, it's a little bit better because, I mean, it has 160. It heals itself for 30, but it's 4 colorless, and it just makes it more consistent. Overall, I think Babarrel would even have a better win rate than Necrozma. Muck. 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 Honestly, Muck is, again, the dual energy is what makes Necrozma so bad. I don't think we can, like, there's nothing as bad as it. 4 for 120. Muck's pretty bad, but not that bad. It's 3 energy, and yeah, it's just dark and colorless. So I feel like, yeah, I don't know. I think we can all agree on that for the most part. Yeah, Muck is pretty trash. Muck's gonna be like lower in here for sure, but nothing. I'm trying to define the worst right now. Like, we're trying to figure out what the worst card is, and yeah, Necrozma takes the cake easily. I think everyone can kind of agree on that. All right, let's look at what the worst, the best EX is, because I want to start with the worst and then the best. That way we can kind of fill in the middle, and it should be easier. Chat, what is the best EX? This is harder than the worst. The worst was obviously Necrozma, but the best is that's a little bit harder to answer, because, like, what are the parameters that we're going for with this? I think the parameters should be like the win rate of it being in a deck, right? Because Necrozma, like, the very best Necrozma deck is still going to be worse than the very best Babarrel deck. So I think you take the best deck that it's been in, right? And then that's how we rank it. Does that make sense? I feel like that's like the only way we can really define this kind of. It's either Giratina or Darkrai or Sylveon. I think those are the 3 that everyone can kind of agree on. Obviously, Tina was dominant for so long, so you got to kind of decide, and they're typically played together, but Giratina now has a new life with Greninja and Sylveon. So honestly, Giratina has been around in so many different decks, but also Darkrai back in the day was good with Druddigon and Greninja. Sylveon, I think it's pretty new, and we're seeing it in the current meta, and it's been very relevant and very strong recently, and it's a really good engine. But we just haven't had a long enough meta with Sylveon to put it as the very best EX we've ever had. You know what I mean? I feel like right now, Giratina, we might want to put up there because it's been in so many different decks. It's a really good engine. You can splash it in with literally anything that's a little bit slower. I think it's Giratina. Yeah. I think it is. I think we gotta say it's Giratina. It's not Darkrai. This has been in more powerful decks than Darkrai. Darkrai is definitely S tier, but I think the best EX in the game is Giratina, because it's been tier 1 for so long. Let's look at a tier list real quick. Yeah, tier 1 right now is Sylveon, Giratina, and then tier 2 is Giratina, Darkrai, and there's one common theme there, which is Giratina. Now, obviously, Charizard, Buzzwole, they're going to be probably S tier 2, but Giratina has had a chokehold on the meta for so long now that we have to give it to it. I think actually Sylveon, in the future, we might replace Giratina with Sylveon, but as of right now, I got to give it to Giratina because it's taken up like the top 2 slots in the meta currently. It has a spot in both of those decks. Did I forget Zara and Soul? No. What do you mean? That's not better than Giratina. What are you talking about? What chat? What? Zard and Soul? Yeah, I know they're S tier, but I'm talking about the best S tier EX that's been dominant for so long in every top tier deck. And I think no one can really argue that it's not Giratina, right? I mean, you could argue for Sylveon, I think, but overall, we got to give it to Giratina. I'm putting it here. All right, so now that we have the parameters kind of defined for this tier list, we have Giratina, best EX. Worst one, Necrozma, dual energy for 120. And Giratina, you can splash in everything, and it's been in the meta for so long now, and it's still very dominant in the tier 1 and tier 2 decks. Now let's fill in some of the middle. All right. Chat, I know you're saying Solgaleo kills Giratina before it gets online, but no, we're talking about the decks, like how it supports and performs, right? And overall, Giratina, it's just a stronger overall EX because you can only play Solgaleo by itself. I think, like I said earlier, the rules for this, the way we're defining this is the best version of a Giratina deck has a higher win rate than the best version of a Solgaleo deck. Does that make sense? You know what I mean? Like right now, Sylveon Greninja has a better win rate than Solgaleo does. Because Solgaleo, yeah, it's that's pretty obvious. All right, so that's kind of how we're defining it. Yeah, Charizard kills Soul. It can't go based on that exactly. You have to go based on like the best performing deck that it's currently being used in, right? Or has been used in. I think currently. We got to go based off currently. And right now, Giratina just takes the top 2 spots, obviously. All right. So, I guess we can just go in order now, right? Since we have the parameters defined, we can just go starting at the bottom of this list, which is, why is everyone arguing that Giratina's not the best EX? I'm not sure, but they are. We have a lot of people doing that. And I just think it's because I didn't really define how we're identifying these too well. But now that we got it down, we should be able to. These are okay if we don't agree on a lot of these down here, because these are a lot really subjective because we don't really see them used in decks, right? Like, when are you ever gonna see a Licky Tongue, right? When has that been used last? I can't even remember. Licky Tongue's pretty bad too. But a lot of these are subjective, so it's okay to disagree with these. First up, we got Venusaur, all right? Venusaur is the, or I guess saying Tinkaton. No, Venusaur. Venusaur is the first one. We're gonna go for from like the bottom up, right? Okay, so actually no, should we go from the top up? No, because these are newer ones. Let's do the hard ones first, the old ones. All right, Venusaur, what do we think? I think, I mean, you never see it anymore, obviously, because Venusaur, when is the last time? Let's look at when is the last time Venusaur has even been used. Venusaur, where are you? What have you been used? March 13th? Okay. Okay. Alright, it was used with Leafeon right when it came out for a minute. No. Venusaur, sadly, I mean, it's a cool Pokemon, right? Like, if we look at its stats here, 190 HP. It's able to do 60 damage, 3 energy, and a 4 energy for 100 is just not going to cut it anymore. It does heal itself for 30, but think about it. We have Solgaleo, which is 2 energy, 120, which also has a similar amount of HP too. So, yeah, Venusaur, and it's also, I don't know, it just doesn't do enough damage for the amount of energy that it requires. It also has a 3 retreat cost, so it can't like swap in like Solgaleo. It has no special ability. It hasn't been used in months. I think we have to give this C tier. It's not the absolute worst. B, we can't give it B tier, chat. What? B? No. No. We got to give it C. I'll give it top of C right now, and we can just change it later. But we can't give it B. There's a lot of better things than Venusaur out there. All right. Next up is Executor. Now, Executor is not used anymore, obviously, because, I mean, I think it's just not used because there's so many things that are just as fast as it that like cost 1 more energy to do way more damage. It was good in the past because you could evolve right away. It would give you a good going first. It also has a high retreat cost. It's kind of been power crept. Are we not considering the cards around the card in question? We are. We're considering the best deck that it's been used in recently. Or like the best deck the last time it's been used. And the last time that Leafeon deck, we tried it right now, it'd definitely be C tier. You can have Erica and Leaf Capes. Yeah. This guy is never used anymore. I mean, this is May 18th. I guess he has been used with some, like, they made him work with Decidueye. He's more recent than Venusaur for sure. Maybe he's like low B tier. He's not terrible, right? Because you can evolve pretty quick. April 22nd, I hit Master Ball with him, Arceus, and Carnivine, one of him. I guess he's still kind of splashable sometimes in grass decks. It still might be a C. I do think it's better than Venusaur. Venusaur is, you're gonna get stomped. If you play it in ranked right now, like the best possible Venusaur deck is worse than the best possible Executor deck. And that's how we're ranking this, like I said earlier. You got to look at the best possible version of the deck and see how strong that would be. And the best possible version of Executor Maybe you could make the argument for B. But I think I still think it's a C. Bottom A. Oh my god. What? All right. Okay. All right. I'm seeing some interesting takes, but I do want to hear your takes. So keep throwing them at me, even if they're crazy. Even if they're crazy like that one, keep throwing them out there. I do want to hear them. I do want to get a general consensus. Theo, what's up? C tier? I agree. I think it's Executor was strong pretty recently. Really? I don't think it was. I feel like that's not true. But I gotta give it C tier. I think it's definitely better than Venusaur for sure. We can all agree on that. We can adjust it later if we need to. Let's see how everything stacks up and how cramped the C tier gets before we make any changes. All right, let's move on to the next one. Next one, we have the OG Charizard. OG, the best version of Charizard, the OG Charizard. If you were gonna build the best possible deck with it, I think you would stack it in there with maybe the new one. Would you throw it in with the new one? Let's see who's played it recently. July 18th. Oh, it's just Moltres. That one hit Master. I mean, these hit Master Ball, right? Like, wait, this is recent. Wait, people are playing. Someone played it with hit Master Ball with this Flareon. What? Okay. That is a crazy deck. You know what? I feel like this is B tier. Yeah, low B. Well, I mean, we just got to put in B. I don't have anything else there right now. We got to put in B, right? It's strong. I mean, it's still a good card. 200 damage. You can ramp it up quickly with Moltres still. I really think it's still like someone just hit Master Ball with this, which was shown on that site. So I think if it's still able to hit Master Ball, I got to give it a B tier. As long as it's able to hit Master Ball, it's B tier by itself, like easily. Fire, I mean, yeah, its stat line is so good. I know we're not going off that, but I think the best possible Charizard deck with the old one is definitely still a B tier. Top A? What? Okay, A tier? No, it's a B. It's a B, chat. B. The new one's A tier. The new one's maybe potentially S tier. I think the new one's S tier. I don't know. We could move it up. We can move it up maybe later on. But it's definitely at least B tier. At least. It's high B tier, I think. Alright, next up we got Arcanine. Arcanine, it's just no, unfortunately. I'm sorry, but this guy didn't even have a place during, like, he kind of did. I guess people played him alongside Charizard right at the start of the game. Yeah, this is the last time it's been used was during, like, the original Charizard meta where Pikachu was still relevant. Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, this is this guy, sadly, it's just he has only 150 HP. Think about it. 150 HP. He does 20 damage to himself. So if he even attacks, he gets himself to 130, and then that's one-shotted by most things nowadays. Plus it's 3 energy for 120, which isn't terrible, but like we don't have a good, yeah, I don't know. It just gets outclassed by everything nowadays. This thing is I think it's worse than Venusaur, but I don't want to put it in D because there's actually worse things out there than this. Maybe D. It might be D, dude. It's been used even less than these guys. Oh, I gotta go. I'm sorry. I love it. It's a cool card, but again, it hasn't been touched since the Charizard meta because there's really no reason to. It gets wrecked and it just gives up 2 points right away. And yeah, Growlithe is also 2. You're right. That's just why it hasn't been used because Growlithe is so bad. 2 energy for 20 damage. You can't even attack with it if you start with it. Yeah. Alright. Let's move on here. Next one is Moltres. And I think we kind of just looked at when Moltres was used. It's used a little bit recently with the OG Charizard. Like someone just hit Master Ball with it. And it also has some tournament rankings too. Paired alongside other random things. Like it's a good ramper. You know, it could possibly give you 3 energy in 1 turn, which is insane. Yeah, I think we gotta put this, if it's being played alongside Charizard and that's kind of what's making it work, we gotta give it the same rating as Charizard. I think a little bit worse because Charizard's the win condition, so I'm gonna put it right below what we just did for Charizard. That only makes sense to me, is because we put Charizard here, we'll put Moltres alongside it. They're hand in hand, but Charizard's just the win condition, so I'll put it up there. All right, next up, Blastoise. Blastoise. What do we think? Let's see. I actually don't know if anyone's used Blastoise recently. I used him like an update or two ago. He's still able to do 160 damage for 5 energy, but 5 energy is kind of hard to come by in this meta. Like, you can't get it fast enough. Let's see. All right. That is, yeah, that's a long time ago, and that's only a 5-win streak. It's not even. Has anyone hit Master Ball with this? That was April 24th. Oh no, no, Blastoise. B tier. Why stop spamming B tier? It's not B tier. What are you talking about? 5 for 160? All right, Gojira. I've seen, you were the one who also said A tier for the old. Oh my god, no, stop. Okay, don't stop. What are you talking about? No, these are terrible takes. All right, we got to put this down in C tier. I don't think it's D. You can definitely win more than these two. I actually think it's better than Venusaur, but the thing is, Venusaur actually has more results than it. Is it worse than Venusaur? I guess Venusaur has Leaf Cape, Erica, it has the new Leafeon to support it. Blastoise hasn't really received anything recently, except for Irida. I guess it received a Lily too. Yeah, dude. I gotta give it, let's put it below Venusaur. It seems to be the best version is worse than Venusaur. Which is surprising to me. I actually like Blastoise a lot, and I think it was pretty good, but yeah, man, maybe I just have, that's just favoritism. You guys are saying C below Venusaur, so I'll put it there. I'll ignore my favoritism there, even though I love it so much. I love Blastoise, but we'll put it down there. That hurts my soul. All right, we have Starmie next. Starmie, oh god, this is another tough Pokemon rank. I did a Starmie video recently, but it was bad when I used it. It was really bad. Someone hit Master Ball with it. Last month though. I mean, that was like a month ago. They did it with the new Floatzel. Or no, actually, this is the old Floatzel. Someone did do it. But that was a month ago. I mean, I guess that's when Venusaur played too. Oh, with Articuno. Ooh. They threw one in a Wug Trio. C. I agree he's C, but where is he in C? I think he's better than, I think it's better than Blastoise, but I feel like it's worse than Venusaur. Venusaur you can probably still win with a little bit with its sustain, and then Executor is just a good splash Pokemon and some grass decks. So I'm gonna put it. It might be better. It's definitely more consistent than Blastoise, and it's 2 energy for 90. Blastoise is 3 for 100, and in today's meta you're not gonna get up to 5 energy because it's just too quick power creep. So I think it's a little bit better than Blastoise, but all right. Between Venusaur and Egg, you think it's better than Venusaur? You're overrating Venusaur too much. I just think Venusaur actually has had some results compared to these other guys. It worked for some people. This was March. Yeah, maybe not. Okay, you're right. I might be overrating it. I might be overrating it a little bit. Yeah, all right. Let's put it above Venusaur. I'm sorry. I am. There's some nostalgia in there for me with Venusaur. I'll put it above Venusaur. All right. Next up, Articuno. Do you remember the Articuno? Do you remember the Articuno meta? Do we remember it? With the double Articuno, 18 trainer, whatever they used to call it. Oh, it's bad. 3 for 80 is bad. I mean, honestly, Starmie might be better. Yeah, I'm gonna put it, I gotta put it below Starmie. Because Starmie's 2 for 90. Well, I guess I'll look at when it was used. I don't think it's been used recently at all. What was I looking up? Articuno. Mm. Mm. I tried Articuno today. I couldn't make it even win once. Support doesn't matter much in a meta of lilies, meaning you're doing 40 damage for 4 energy. That's true. It got better with Cyrus. Low B, no. B plus? What? Chat. Really? It's terrible. 3 energy for 80 when we have things hitting 2 energy for 120 right now. Maybe it's, I think it's better than Starmie, maybe. I don't know, man. That 1 extra energy is a huge cost. And it only has 140 HP. So it gets one-shotted with like Soul and Red, and Charizard one-shots it too. It's definitely not B tier. It's definitely not B tier. Alright, we're gonna put in C right here. The old Pikachu. The old Pikachu. This one is bad. This one requires you to have 3 on your bench. It does 90. And if you don't have 3 on your bench, it does less than that. Plus, it only has like 120 HP. This Pikachu, it used to be so good. It used to be tier 1. Yeah. I mean, they splashed it in with Pachirisu for a minute, for a second there. D. Honestly, yeah, it's D. Just because of its HP. If you try to play it in today's meta, it's better than these guys, but if you tried to put it in today's meta, it gets one-shotted by literally everything. Like, it's so bad. It requires you to have 3 electric on your bench. It honestly was so good at one point, and then it just dropped off a cliff. As soon as there was any power creep, it just dropped off a cliff. Nah, there's worse things, though. I think there might be still worse things. Let's put it. I don't want to put it in D tier yet. That's too harsh. That's too harsh. We gotta. I'll put in the bottom of C. Like, there's worse things that we're gonna be putting in D early, like later on. If there's not, then I'll move it down. All right. Zapdos. What do we think about Zapdos? Hey, it's been played recently. Okay. I mean, Electric's so good, you can kind of splash it in Electric decks with just Oricorio, and it looks like it might win. Electric has so much support, you put it with Magnezone too. 1 Zapdos just for like an extra win condition. Yeah, I feel like this guy's not too bad. I actually want to put him above everyone else in C tier. He's only really going to be used as support in Electric decks, but he's been used like fairly recently, right? Oh my god, C tier is getting fat, dude. Well, we're as we move on through this list, things get better and better, because like these are really old cards that we've been covering. So all the old cards are obviously going to be C tier because they're older and the power creep has gotten to them. Yo, King of the North, 1 month. Selby's the GOAT. Let's go. Oh, I missed some messages. Baruch, thank you so much. 2 months, tier 1. I hope you're still here. I was focused on this. Thank you, Baruch. Beard, how's it going? 8 months. Tier 1. Been a while, man. Starting a new job after getting laid off last month. Been working 50 to 60 hours a week. Hope all is well. I hope you're doing good too. That's intense. 8 months. Crazy. Thank you so much, Beard. And King of the North, thank you for a month. Let's go. Celeby's the GOAT. All right, we'll see what we rate Celebi. It's coming up here, actually. But let's get back into this tier list. So, I think we have to put Zapdos at the top of C tier. Let's talk about Gengar. I think Gengar got better, and it's continuing to get better. Gengar has been used, I think, more than Zapdos. And we have so many versions of Gengar now that people will play it alongside. Yeah, it's being used with Sylveon. I just made a deck list on it. Well, actually, it wasn't that bad. It's used with Shiinotic a little bit. Yeah, a lot actually. As we get new supporters, it's getting stronger and stronger. I think I gotta say B. It's gonna be bottom of B because it still doesn't do enough damage to where it's relevant. Like, it only does 100 damage for 3, but its Shadowy Spellbind is getting better and better because there's more supporters that you really want to shut down. Especially yeah, I mean, it's just getting stronger slowly. It has good HP too with 170. It can survive a little bit. It honestly just depends on the current meta, how good it is, but I gotta give it, we're gonna keep it low B tier probably for the rest of this. Yeah, why is the whole chat saying he's terrible in D tier? What? Guys, no. No, he's used more than all of these combined. Gengar has been, I mean, I can keep clicking through these. Like, these are all tournament results that I'm showing you right now. He's able to actually place in small tournaments, which is, that's impressive for a card like this. I mean, it placed top 32 in a 300 player tournament. This is not, and that wasn't like, that was a while ago, but I've scrolled through a little bit at this point. But yeah, top 4 in a 332 player tournament. Okay, I don't want to hear you say F tier. Are you kidding me? It's a B tier card at least. All right. Anyways, we got Mewtwo next. Mewtwo is back. No, not really. He's not really back. I made a video saying that, but he's actually kind of usable now because Psychic got some support with Sylveon. Like, Sylveon's pretty good. It helps you ramp really quick. You get into Gardevoir really, really fast. Gardevoir puts energy on Mewtwo. It's gotten much better. I mean, 4 energy for 150, it's actually more like, and Lunala too, to move energy around. People have been using it with that also. Necrozma too. You'll see Mewtwo splash into a couple decks. I don't think that means he's B tier. Mewtwo's still C tier, obviously. No, he's not A, chat. He's not A. You want me to put him above this Charizard, which, no, a lot of people are saying he's A. If Gengar's B, this guy's A. Chat, what? I've seen so much more Gengar in the meta than Mewtwo. Everyone's saying A? You think he's better than Gengar? Okay. Alright. I don't think he's better than Gengar. No shot. Gengar's been placing in tournaments. This guy hasn't. I guess he'll just like one solo version of him. Are we grading Gengar higher than Mewtwo? I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't... Really? Mewtwo? Gengar's never been the top of any meta. Yeah, but we're not... That's not our criteria. Our criteria is the current meta. Like, how the best Mewtwo deck is versus the best Gengar deck. And I think the best Gengar deck is probably better than the best Mewtwo. I don't know. It's pretty close. I think, I don't know. Chat's saying put him above Gengar. All right, I'll put him right here. I think he's also, well, now Moltres is probably better because of Ramper, and it makes, yeah. Honestly, Moltres is still probably better, but okay. We'll put him, yeah, the criteria, chat, if you're just coming in right now, is if you built using all the cards in the game right now, you took the best possible Mewtwo deck you could make versus the best possible Gengar deck you could currently make, and whoever would have the higher win rate in like ranked in tournaments, that's how we're ranking these. It's not based on like the past history of the card. It's just based on currently, right? Like the best possible deck you can make with it. But yeah, I think the best possible deck is probably, I think it might be better than Gengar, actually. I did make a video on it the other day. I didn't want to be biased, but I felt like it was pretty decent. I went on a little bit of a win streak with it, but I don't know if it's better than Gengar. I also went on a win streak with Gengar too with Sylveon because you can consistently stop supporter cards, and that's really good. I don't know. This is close. All right. Sorry. Yeah, I know a lot of people are coming in right now. They didn't hear the criteria. I think, yeah, it has to be below it. It has to be below it. But yeah, we have to base this on something, or else this list just makes no sense, right? So we're basing it off that, like the best possible version of the deck you can make, and then comparing it to everything else in terms of win rate on the ladder in tournaments. That's why I'm also like referencing some results from like however recent tournaments we can find. But we have to base it off something, or else this list wouldn't make any sense. So we're trying to do that. Yeah. Where Gengar might be a little bit better right now. Okay, well, let's talk about our next one here. Machamp. This guy is probably D tier. Sadly, Machamp, I love him. But as of right now, we have no good way of ramping fighting. So 3 energy for 120. It sounds fast, but it's not. It's not. And I mean, he's 180 HP too. Like stat wise, he should be good, right? Yeah, this guy, no one's ever hit Master Ball with him. I think that says enough, right? No one has ever hit Master Ball. Like maybe someone random did, but like no one. And these tournament results are from a while ago, and they're just not even that great to begin with. We all know like the power creep. Fighting doesn't really have any ramping. He's a stage 2. Yeah, once you build him up, if you lose him, you have no way to like come back. I think, and 3 retreat cost is nuts. Like Solgaleo is just able to swap out your active too, but with the fighting deck you can't even swap out your active. Machamp has no abilities or anything. I gotta give him I think we gotta give him D. Yeah, he's better than Arcanine, 100%. Yeah, he doesn't, at least he doesn't damage himself and he's more HP than Arcanine. He's better than Arcanine. Stage 2, 3 retreat, no ramp, attack isn't great. Exactly. So maybe if he did like 150 or something, well, that would be, I think he would be relevant if he did 150, but we'll put him down in D. He's not better than these. All right, just because also his support's not great. Fighting needs some kind of ramping, but it really does. And he has no early attack either. That's also a problem. If he had a 1 energy attack, he would probably be a lot better, but he doesn't. Like Garchomp has that linear attack, which makes him good, but literally he doesn't have anything to attack early, so it also makes him bad. All right, next up, we have Wigglytuff. He's able to put people to sleep, 3 energy, 80 damage. He's also colorless. Colorless, it makes him decent, and sleep used to be good. Sleep used to be good because you weren't able to swap out Pokemon, but now we have Celesteela, which means even if you're asleep, you can still swap out with Celesteela. There's also there's Solgaleo, which is able to swap things, which, I mean, if you go against Solgaleo, you put it to sleep, it's just gonna, or you put it, they're active to sleep, they're just gonna use Rising Road, swap them out. So there's a lot of ways now to actually retreat out of sleep. So it actually got like worse than it previously was. A lot worse. Now there's ways to like remove sleep so easily. Plus we have Pokemon Center Lady now too, which instantly wakes you up and heals. So I think this guy, previously, if we didn't have all that, I would have put him bottom C tier. It's not even C tier anymore because of like all the ways to wake up. 3 energy, 80 damage is awful. I think he's actually worse than Machamp. No, it can be he, right? It's worse than Machamp. Is it worse than Growlithe? No, I think it's a little bit better. How much HP does this have? And it's colorless, so it gotta be better than Growlithe, right? Yeah, this is a long time ago. Last time it was used. I guess you can ramp it with Dialga. You know what? It's actually better than I think it's better than Machamp too, because it's colorless. It's colorless, so you can build it up with Dialga. I mean, you wouldn't want to because 3 for 80, and you can just wake up with Pokemon Center Lady, which is used by everything right now. It got so much worse after they released a couple supporter cards in certain Pokemon. Yeah. All right. He's better than these guys. He's better than these for sure. Just because he's colorless. All right. Next up, we have Celebi. What do we think of Celebi? I feel like this is going to be a hard one to rank. It's a card that you're able to do 0 damage with 100 energy. But you can also do infinite damage. It does have decent support now with the new, I mean, we got Serena, Leafeon, Meowscarada, Superior. You can play it with Buzzwole, I guess. Meowscarada. It gotta be B. I think it's B tier. I think it's B tier for sure. I think we can all agree on B tier. Yeah, right behind Charizard. I think so too. I think Charizard's a little bit better because Charizard can one-shot anything in the game. Also, yeah. It's probably better than Gengar, right? Because you can just throw it in with grass decks and make it decent. It's just like a good it can be a good support card. I think it's being used. Well, actually, I feel like Gengar is actually being used more than Celebi. You guys hated Gengar for some reason. You're telling me Gengar was worse than Mewtwo nowadays. I'm like, I do not agree with that. But you guys, I'm gonna take the consensus of the community here. Yeah, Charizard's definitely better. Okay, a lot of people are saying it's better than Gengar. All right, I guess there's a lot of grass support. I just never see Celebi. I honestly see Gengar more than Celebi. But all right, maybe you guys are right, and we'll just stick with that for now. Next up is Gyarados, and Gyarados fell off hard. What even happened to Gyarados? Why did it fall off so hard? Dude, I mean, the last time it was seen was during its own meta. It never escaped its meta. Literally, this time frame throughout May was the last time it was ever seen, and then it fell off the map. And I guess it played with Oricorio for a minute. Well, I guess, yeah. I guess it's just its stat line, right? 4 for 140 when we have something that does 2 for 120 right now. Rare candy happened. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. That's what happened. Rare candy happened. yeah, rare candy killed Gyarados. It was so good because you could evolve it so quick and it could do a massive amount of damage. But now, with rare candy, you can evolve everything else as quick. So you can get your stage 2s even faster. Or as fast. Sorry, Gyarados. Alright, you were kicked out. Rare candy killed you. I think it's C. It's honestly being used. Gyarados is so bad now, dude. 4 energy. And yeah, we bench snipers now too. You're right. Oh, there's so many bench snipers in the game. Oh, you put down Magikarp, it just dies right away. It instantly gets sniped. Or I mean, Greninja too is everywhere. You have to put all your energy on him. I think he's like below Executor. Maybe, dude. No, he's better than Starmie, right? I think he could win more than Starmie. I do. No, maybe not. 4 is so expensive. He's definitely better than Articuno. I'm gonna give him below Starmie. Yeah, let's give him below Starmie. Because you can still build him, and he has a win condition on his own, kind of. 140 and then 180 HP is not too bad. No, Articuno's worse, definitely. Articuno's definitely worse, chat. It has such low HP. Articuno's definitely worse. Starmie has no retreat. That doesn't really matter with Cyrus and bench snipers everywhere. Yeah, this is a good spot. I mean, I'm honestly I kind of want to put Articuno below Venusaur. I think Articuno's worse than Venusaur. He's below Articuno? Below? No. Now that I look at this, yeah, Articuno's worse than Venusaur, I think. Because it's just so, like, this low HP in today's meta will get you'll get instantly destroyed. Articuno can do well with Misty. Gyarados gets sniped. Articuno's better? No, I don't think he is. I don't think he is. Yeah. Alright. Is this of all time or just now? Just now. It's just now. Like, if you made the best deck containing one of these Pokemon, and what would the win rate be of it in ranked and tournaments? And that's how we're comparing these. I honestly think the best Venusaur deck might be better than the best Gyarados deck, actually. Let's reorganize this a little bit. Yeah, I do think the best possible Venusaur is going to beat the best Gyarados because Venusaur can just heal, do 100, maybe. I don't know. This one is tough. This really doesn't matter too much. All right, let's move on from that. It's just, I don't know. All right. We have Mewtwo. Articuno has a 12% chance to insta-win. Not even, because it doesn't insta-win nowadays. And that chance is super low to begin with. But it doesn't, Articuno, even if it does that, your opponents can still build things on the bench that quick. It's not even an insta win anymore because the meta is so fast that even if you flip heads right away, it's not like the game's over sometimes. All right. Yeah, honestly, Blastoise is probably better than Articuno. Like, I mean, yeah, it might be. All right, Mew. Where do we think Mew is going? Where's Mew? I think Mew could be, you could make an argument for B. Now, Mew is another one of the Pokemon that has such low HP, like it gets one-shotted by everything, so you really need to have it sitting on the bench. Why is my computer not loading here? Someone hit Master Ball with it. Was used, it can still be kind of used in like this. You can splash it in. It hasn't really seen much use. I think it's because Pokemon nowadays, like if we look at the tier list here, everything has like, if you copy Greninja, doesn't really do anything. Copy Giratina. I mean, maybe, I guess you could one-shot if they don't have a cape. A lot of the things that it's trying to copy, they don't care if they get copied, right? Like Sylve doesn't really care if it get copied because you only do 100 to it. Charizard doesn't care that much if it gets copied because you only do 150, it survives. So I think Mew has, just because of the fact that Pokemon have such high HP now, it's not as relevant, right? And yeah, you don't want to put all your energy on Mew. That's correct, yeah. It's not D. No, I don't think it's a D tier. I think it's like C. You can splash into a lot of more things in these cards. I gotta put it at the top of C because you can still very much use it in Psychic decks. You could just like throw it in as just an extra option. Yeah, I think top of C. I'm not gonna give it B because it has actually less usage than these, but it's still kind of a flexible card, and I think it's more flexible in all of these, so I'm gonna put it top of C. All right. Yeah, let's talk about Aerodactyl. I think this is a terrible card. I really think it is. It's when it came out, everyone was really excited about it. I remember that, but then it just received no usage because people were thinking that its effect just stopped evolutions in general, but it's only evolutions in the active zone. And in the current meta, no one evolves in the active zone. Rarely ever, unless you're going against like a Sylve, for example. But they really build their win conditions on the bench, right? Like Solgaleo evolves on the bench, Charizard evolves on the bench. 2 energy for 180. That's okay. What's its HP? Actually, let me just look it up. Yo, Salty Bacon, 6 months tier 1. Thank you, Salty. Good to have you in the community. Thank you so much. Super Joe, looking forward to the new set at the end of the month, Godzly. Yeah, we're actually finding out about the new cards, or at least the trailer for it, in, it should be 2 days. So 2 days. I'm excited for it. Let's see. Someone used it with Charizard. Who used it with Charizard? What is this? What? It's used with Ramp a little bit. I guess it was used with Lycanroc for like a second, a little bit. I mean, you can throw it into some things. Okay, someone used it with Sylve too. I guess you can kind of splash it in occasionally. I do think it's better than all these as like a splash card. And you can have it on the bench. Plus it's the fossil, so it won't start in your active zone, which is good. A lot of decks like that. I think it's used a little bit more. It's like a better, it's splashed in more than Mew is actually. So it's like a more used splash card than even Mew is. I think I gotta put it in the same category as Mew, but just a little bit more used, a little bit better. There's definitely a higher usage case than Mew, because Mew was only good because you could one-shot Charizard in the past, and you could take out Gyarados with it too. You kind of needed it because you copied a 4 energy attack for only 3, which is great. But now there's not anything that it really, you don't want to use 3 energy to copy Solgaleo's attack, which is 2 energy. I think yeah, it's 2 energy. 80 is not terrible either, and it works with Rampardos. So if we're going based off the criteria that we clarified earlier, where the best possible Aerodactyl deck is probably better than the best possible Mew deck. That's what I think. Yeah, so I think we got to put it above it just because you can play it with fighting, has really good cheap support, and the fact that it's 2 energy 80 is not the worst. So I'm gonna put it high C. Next up we have Pidgeot. 3 energy for most of the time it'll do 100. 3 energy for 100, not great. I don't know. This one's tough, chat. This Pidgeot's kind of tough. Want to use it with Wug Trio? No, this just looks bad. It had its moment for like a second. And then it got power crept immediately. Oh my god. It has to be. Is it D or is it C? I think it's above these, right? It's high C, but it's yeah, no. Dude, okay, where do we think right here? What do we think? I think no. I think Zapdos recently has even been splashed into more decks in it. I feel like it's just like it doesn't do enough damage. Maybe like right here. The best Pidgeot deck? Is it better than the best Zapdos and Executor decks? Maybe not. I think it's definitely better than the best Starmie. It's definitely okay. I agree. We could put it right between Starmie and Executor. It's bad. It was good for a minute and then it just completely fell off. Power creep. All right. Next up we have Yanmega. And this guy, I haven't heard a peep about him in forever. 3 energy, 120, and you have to discard. Now we have Soul, which is 120 for 2 energy. When was that? March. It was played back in the day with Leafeon. And yeah, it was also played with Dialga for a second. It is colorless. Yes, that's true. It's really not being used at all anymore, as you can tell. We have no results for it. 140 HP is bad. 3 energy for 120. It's fine because I guess you can build on your bench with Leafeon, right? But I think it's just the HP that makes it so bad. Yeah, it did fall off after Rare Candy. It's kind of the same case as Gyarados, right? It's in the same boat as Gyarados. It's just not worth putting energy on, and now we have so many faster Mons because of Rare Candy. So, since it's like similar to Gyarados, do we put it alongside Gyarados, like in the same vein? I think it's worse than Gyarados. It's pretty bad. It is colorless. That's nice. You can run out with like mana. Yeah, it is colorless. That's nice. I think it's worse than Gyarados though. No, it's not. I can't. No, it's not. It's not. We got Leaf Cape. We got Erica. Yeah. I feel like the best Yanmega deck is better than the best Starmie and the best Gyarados probably, because you could run. It has Leafeon now too. You could run it with Leafeon. I think it's definitely more. Yeah. I mean, this again, this is one we just don't know because no one's tested it recently. But I think I'll put it above Starmie and a little bit. It's like a worse version of. I think it's a bit worse than the Pidgeot line because Pidgeot's HP and Pidgeot does similar damage too, and you don't have to discard an energy. So, and Pidgeot's colorless too. It works with Ilima, so I think it's a little bit worse than Pidgeot. Yeah, it's yeah. Honestly, these are like so. These are just hard to tell, honestly. Like these are so close to each other. It is what it is. Let's move on to the next one. We got Infernape. Now, Infernape is a fan favorite. It's one of my favorites of all time. And it just came back, and it's good with the new Flareon now. The new Flareon makes Infernape so much better. If you have not tried it yet, you have to try it. Trust me, it will shock you. Yeah, it just plays top 4 with the new Flareon, like I said. It hit Master Ball just with actually Stoutland. That's crazy. I forgot people were running with Stoutland. Yeah, I think, dude, I love it now. I love it. I think it's better than the old Charizard, because the old Charizard you have to run with Moltres. Moltres is a coin flip, but with the new Flareon, Infernape combos super well. Super well. You think low A tier? It's 2 energy for 140, which is really good, so. I don't know. Yeah, 0 HP retreat. Okay, we'll put. Yeah, I love it with Flareon. It's just weird that like no one seems to have played with it recently with Flareon. Like I'm looking through, has it? No one like, is it? Did I just have a good time with it? Did I just get lucky? Why has no one really used it? People are using it with Stoutland more, but it has a ton of results recently. So yeah, we got. I'll give it A tier. This is our first A tier Pokemon, A tier EX with. Yeah, the fact that Flareon got introduced. If Flareon wasn't introduced this set and didn't give it a massive boost, in my opinion, I don't know if it would be. I think it might be B. I'm still like, if anything, the lowest tier of A tier, right? Because there's other good A tiers that we're going to put here, but we don't have anything in A tier. So I'm going to give it to Infernape. I think this Infernape deck is a little bit better than the Charizard one because it's just faster. And it has good follow-up compared to Charizard. Once you lose Charizard, you don't really have too much follow-up. So I don't know. Yeah, I think it has more placements than the old Charizard too. So yeah, let's give it A tier. They don't play it because Charizard's better in each place. Yeah, I guess so. But this is the old one. The new Charizard's definitely gonna be S tier. But this is, yeah, that's why I get why they don't play it. All right, it's A at least though. If you do play it, you've probably noticed how strong it got with Flareon. Next one is Palkia. What happened to this guy? He was so dominant. Everyone was like, oh man, 4 energy 150, that's so good. And then I think Rare Candy came out and made things like him and Gyarados irrelevant. Now 1 energy 30, at least it has an earlier attack. Gyarados doesn't have any early attack, but this guy on the other hand has a slash for 30. Now we'll give him a fair shot. I'll look him up. I think I already know where I kind of want to put him, but I guess you can pair him with Crabominable now. He's still kind of being used in any deck that runs water. And he's actually got some placements with Sylve, honestly, he did. But that was a month ago. Let's put him. I kind of want to put him. Do you think? I think he's better than Arrow and Mew. The best version of Palkia, is it better than the best version of Aerodactyl? I feel like it's not, because Arrow has ramp, but it's better than Mewtwo, I think. I really want to put it in B, but if I put it in B, I might want to put Aerodactyl in B. I might want to move up Aerodactyl and move up Palkia, and have Mew be like on the cusp of C. B. I think we got to move up Arrow then, like, because you can. No, what do we think? Is that wrong? Do we have Arrow just sit on top of C? It's hard. Once you have all these decks in here, it's really hard to compare all of them. You can run out of Crab. It might be better than this. But it's bare. I don't know. Leave him. Leave Arrow. What do we think? Leave Arrow or keep him? This is fine? Alright. We'll keep it. Alright. I'm not mad about this. I'm not mad about this at all. This is fine. Pachirisu. Again, another one that just fell off. It's definitely better than Pikachu because it's guaranteed to do 80. Now that we have all these items in or these Pokemon tools in the game, you're gonna find him a lot. So it's always gonna do 80 for the most part. It's just the fact that its HP is so low. Its HP is so low. It gets destroyed now, but it does attack fairly quick. And I think people play it alongside Zapdos. And I think it's better. Honestly, I want to put it under Executor. I want to put it a little bit better than Pidgeot. The best version of Pachirisu is probably a little quicker than Pidgeot and a little faster. And you can play it alongside other electric types like Luxray and Tapu Koko potentially you could even play it with. You can play it with Zeraora now too. Actually, because of that, I think I want to put it above Zapdos even. Let's see. Maybe I'm wrong. Has anyone tried to play it with any of the other... Anyone made any good decks with it recently? No. No, not at all. Not at all. Oops. Alright, I thought people would throw Zeraora or something. No. I guess because it's an EX, you wouldn't want to do that because you give up a point. 2 points of it, and then your follow-up Zera Aura, and that doesn't work. So I guess not. Oh, jeez. All right, we're gonna put it below the egg. Yeah, we'll put it below the egg, but above the bird. What about, dude? It's not D tier. It's not D tier. It's definitely not D tier. I don't know. It confuses them, but there's so many ways to get out of confusion now and heal up. You think it's D? I don't think it's D. 2 over 70. I think it's like, it's better than Pikachu. Because it's 270 and you confuse them. Pikachu needs 3 on the bench to do 90, and then it doesn't confuse them either. And this is a Psychic too. I think it's a little bit better than Pikachu. Yeah. You can play with Giratina too, and Giratina is just a goated card, so I think, yeah. There's definitely worse cards I want to put in D tier. I'm gonna put it at the bottom of C. It's pretty bad. All right, next up we got Gallade. I think Gallade needs to move up. Gallade has to be like B. It's Gallade, I think, is better than Gengar. It's probably better than Moltres too. It's honestly, Gallade might be like right below Charizard or right in front of it. A? You're spamming A. I don't know, man. Is it A? It could be. It seems actually like it's been used a lot. I mean, Sylve, it gets played a little bit. Yeah, Stoutland. These are all July results. And it will wane in and out of the meta too. It's 2 energy for like infinite damage. In the current meta, it's not great. Yeah, it's not great because everything's so cheap, right? Like the cost of a lot of stuff. But I mean, it's really good against Charizard. It's good against Giratina. And you can play with Rampardos too, which makes it really good. Okay, yeah, I gotta put it. I think it's like around the same power levels as Infernape. I feel like it's a little worse than Infernape because of the current meta. But as it changes, it'll get better. So but right now though, I gotta put it like along the same level as Infernape, right? I do think it's better than the old Charizard by a bit. It also counters the old Charizard pretty well, but that's not what we're looking at. We're just looking at in the overall general tournament results and ranked battles. If you made the best possible deck with Gallade, I think it would be better than the old Charizard deck. So yeah, let's put it up in A tier. I think that's not bad. And then we have Weavile. Weavile has not seen the light of day in a minute. It's been a long time. It used to be played with Darkrai, but honestly, Weavile, we have so many things that attack so quickly in the game now. You really need to do energy. You need to do damage to your opponent's active, and then you also need to put an energy on Weavile. So it's really 2 energy to get the most value out of it, unless you start with a Darkrai and a Dawn. So it requires a lot of setup. And it doesn't have that much HP. Again, that's really important in today's meta. Everything has like 180, or is able to use a Leaf Cape and boost up. So it doesn't have the speed that it used to. Yeah, exactly. Rare Candy kind of killed it a little bit. It requires a lot of setup. It's just, yeah, it's not. Rare Candy kind of pushed this all the way out. I feel like it's probably not even as good as Pidgeot. I think it's even worse than this guy. I think it's just a little bit better than Starmie because of the Darkrai support. I'm gonna put it above Starmie here. It's not great. It's just gonna go in the middle like we threw everything else. These are all kind of debatable, these ones right here. Next up we got Darkrai. We gotta put Darkrai in S tier, right? Or is it an A tier? Does it deserve the crown? I mean, Darkrai is Darkrai. But currently, Darkrai is really just only used in Dark Tina, right? What else is it used in? It's only Dark Tina, and I guess Guzzlord occasionally. But it's still being used, like, the Dark Tina deck is top tier. Since it's Dark Tina's tier 1, we're looking, the standards for this is, I'm going to put it below Tina, but the standards for this, like I said earlier, is the best possible deck you can build with this card. And if we're talking about Dark Tina, it has to be S tier. We got to put it up there. All right. Next up, we have Dialga. That one, honestly, our easiest one so far. We have high A tier, but S. Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, it still is S. If you look at Dark Tina and how strong it currently is, that's an S tier deck. All right. Next up, we got Dialga. Dialga. Again, it fell off because everything is so cheap now. A lot of things don't need ramping. If you have to ramp and give up 2 points with an EX, you're gonna be losing the game, right? You're gonna be losing if you have to do all that. It's not on the tier list anymore. I don't even know what. I guess Dialga Arceus is like the only thing that might have been used recently. I think it's a B still. I do think it. Wait, what? This is used recently. Okay, interesting. Someone played with Ray. And this was just last month. This wasn't even this month. Yeah, I'm gonna give it B. I still think it's a good ramper and it can enable a lot of strategies. It's better than I think the best Dialga deck is probably with Arceus, is maybe overall better than the best Mewtwo. I think it might even overall be better than the best Gengar. Because Arceus is still such a good card. And you just ramp Arceus, do some damage, then go into Arceus and finish the game. Well, I just think it would win more than, well, no, maybe not. Maybe Gengar would. We have Sylveon now, so you get the Gengar really quick and evolve really fast. I think it's better than the best Mewtwo. I bet I could play Dialga right now in ranked and do decently. Yeah. 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 That's true. It does give up 2 points right away at the start of the game. Wouldn't it be the best Arceus deck rather than the best Dialga deck? No, we're looking at Dialga right now. The best way you could possibly build Dialga, I think, is with Arceus. Gengar sucks, even Mewtwo is better? Really? Bro, no. You do auto-lose going first. It is a 50-50. It might be even worse than Mewtwo nowadays. It's even slower. It might be. Yeah, you're right. It's a 50-50 win-lose. Like, yeah, if you go first, you lose. Okay, we gotta put it below. Honestly, I think I want to... let's put it at the bottom of D. I don't want to send it to C. I don't want to send it to C. Is it like Aerodactyl level? Can you build like a better Aerodactyl? I haven't used it in so long. It might be. It might be. It's kind of bad, right? It just gives up 2 points right away. I don't know. I'm gonna keep it B, chat. I'm gonna keep it B. Alright, let's just, yeah. Let's do this. Alright, I don't know. These two interchangeable. Next up. Immediate D. I don't know where I want to put it in D, but I actually think I want to put it below below Arcanine. You think this is worse than Palkia? Okay. You know what? I'm gonna stick with my gut. My gut was telling me it's probably worse. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not convinced. I haven't used it in so long, I can't tell you. But Licky. Bad. 4 energy for 100. Now you can ramp it with like Dialga or whatever, but even back in the day when I tried to use it, I would lose 80% of my matches. It was horrible. And I mean, I never flipped heads either, so I just could not do a lot of damage with this. 4 energy, I think it's horrible. I think Arcanine's probably better for 3, and you can use Arcanine with like Moltres. You would have to use this with like Dialga and Manaphy and give it a point. Yeah, that's terrible card. I'm sorry, Licky. It's not worse than Necrozma. Necrozma's like way worse because dual energy. All right. Next up, we got Leafeon. Leafeon EX. What do we think of this card right here? Where are we moving this guy at? I think Leafeon's actually really good now because of Flareon. Flareon came in and gave it a massive boost. Right, they call this deck Flareon, but it's actually Leafeon, Flareon, and Sylveon. It's the triple evolution deck. This one's tier 2. This is easily, I think, an A tier card because it doesn't completely carry the deck, but it's definitely like one of its main win conditions. We gotta put it above. It's better than Infernape, obviously. It's a tier 2 deck. There's gonna be, we have to put more, we're gonna start putting a lot more in A tier here because we're getting into the better cards now. As you can see, we're coming up on a lot of better cards, so A tier is gonna fill up and these guys are gonna eventually move all the way down here. But I gotta put Leafeon right now as like top of A tier. I think I would put Flareon maybe like above. It might be, Flareon carries a little bit harder in that deck, I think. Yeah, I think it's gonna be top of A tier for what we have right now. It might move down a little bit. We have a lot more A's coming through here, so it's not stuck there for a bit. All right, we have Glaceon. This is immediately, God, I gotta put it in D. I don't think I've ever went on a win streak with Glaceon before. I've tried it so many times. This is a bad card. 3 energy for 90, but I mean, I guess you do 100 because of the snowy terrain. Dude, I want to put Pikachu down here in D2. Is it okay if I take Pikachu down here? Now that I'm looking at it, Pikachu is awful too. I feel like this thing is actually worse than Pikachu though, because Pikachu's 2 for 90. I want to take Pikachu down. I'm sorry, Pikachu, but the Glaceon is terrible. Yeah. I'm sorry. This is a bad card, dude. I could never make it work. 3 for 90. Well, I guess, is it 110? No, if it gets destroyed, though, it doesn't do 110. It only does 100. If it gets destroyed during the next turn, it's only 100, so. You can't say 110. All right. Yeah, Pikachu's trash. We're moving that down, too. I'm sorry, Pikachu. You're so bad now. What happened, man? You were tier 1. You were the king of the game at one point, and now you're in D tier. All right, Glaceon. Yeah, we're a little bit worse than Pikachu, I think. Glaceon's so bad. Next up, we have Garchomp EX. This is one of my favorite cards in the game. It has been for the last couple packs. I think it's so cool with its linear attack doing 50 damage. You're able to snipe the bench really well. You can evolve really quick now with Rare Candy. Is it even on the tier list? It is. It's on the tier list. It's actually going up a little bit. It's gotten a little bit stronger. We have Lily now in the game too. Garchomp is very strong. I think Garchomp being tier 4 makes it in the A tier. Easily makes it in the A tier. Now, it's not better than Leafeon because Leafeon has a new deck with Flareon that's been dominating, but it's very consistent. It's very strong. We got to put, it's easily better than Infernape. It's easily stronger than Gallade. This is an easy placement right here. Right in the A tier. Right in the A tier. Yep. Right alongside Leafeon. These are both strong cards right now, but it's just a little bit lower of a win rate, I think, than the Leafeon Flareon. Definitely better than these two. All right, let's go. We got Nose Pass. I actually won with the Nose Pass deck like an update or two ago. It was not bad. I mean, it's not B tier. It's definitely in C, like 100% in C. It 3 energy for 90, and then it keeps itself alive. It has good HP. It's a stage 1. It has Adamant too. It's definitely C tier. It just doesn't have that good of support. It has like Scarm and that's it. I actually think it's better than Pachirisu. No. It might be. It does more damage than Pachirisu. It's also tankier too. And you don't need to rely on drawing a tool. I'm seeing D, and it's not a D tier. Have you guys even played with this card, or are you just saying this? Have you guys played with it? Or are we just like basing it off? Not even trying it. Wait, what's its name? Turbo Pass? Wow, what? People placed with this at one point? haven't seen it in months. Yeah, no, that's why we're putting it in C. We haven't seen any of these in months. It's definitely better than these guys. I think it's even better than Pidgeot. Maybe it's worse than Pachirisu. Alright, let's put it right below it. Yeah, we'll put it right below it. It is a fair spot for it. I mean, it's not really, you don't really want to play with it, but you could get a win or two with it. Alright, next up, let's use Arceus. Arceus, where is it in the tier list nowadays? Does anyone, oh, it was used with Zera Aura, right? Actually, I don't even think. There's no, like, straight up Arceus deck left, is there? No, there's not. What's it? It's being used with, I think, electric decks a little bit. And then Crobat. I guess it's being used with Crobat too. Crobat Arceus. Or Tapu Koko. Yeah, this is the one that I'm talking. I just made a video on this actually. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's very strong. Alright. Just because of that deck's is probably the best version of it. I think it's better than, I don't think it's better than Garchomp. I think Garchomp's obviously performing better. Garchomp's tier 4. Overall, Garchomp is way better. I mean, Garchomp's gotten so good of Sylveon now. Arceus still very strong. It's a little bit weaker. It got weaker because of Sylveon. I think Sylveon makes stage 2 decks like Garchomp better, but it's definitely better than Infernape, and it's definitely better than Glade. Definitely A tier. Deserves to be an A tier. Arceus is still good. Arceus, Crobat's still strong. Yep. I do think Garchomp's going to win you probably more matches, is more consistent, better in today's current meta, but Arceus is still insanely strong. We definitely can't put it below Infernape or Glade. I think this is a perfect spot for it. So that's easily an A tier, easily. All right, next one is Beedrill. Beedrill has fallen off completely. It is a stage 2, so you'd hope it would have gotten better, but the 80 damage, 80 for 2 energy, 80 also, it's just not a win condition, obviously. You do want to get Beedrill out so quick that your opponent can't set up, but with the current meta, you have things that just set up on the bench, or like Charizard will just stoke twice and then one-shot you, right? Like Beedrill just plummeted because of what it's playing against right now. It doesn't, and nothing really cares if you discard energy from your active, really. When was this? July? Okay. There's like 26 players in that. 119, okay. Played it 1 Beedrill. I guess people just splash it in occasionally. And then we go down to May. Okay. I don't think it's gonna be, I think it's gonna be in B tier. I don't think it's gonna be A tier. It'll probably be B tier. I still think it's a B tier Pokemon. I feel like somewhere around, I think it might be right here. Yeah. It might be right here. I don't know, man. Oh, I haven't used BJ. I tried to use it one day, actually, when I was off stream. I tried to use it because I was like, okay, we have Sylveon in the game. Now I'm just going to splash everything with Sylveon. So I tried Beedrill with it. It just, there's so many decks now that, like, it's not, it doesn't do anything versus them. Dude, everyone's saying Gengar is too high. Well, I keep seeing that whenever I hover Gengar. We need to reevaluate this. Why is there so many Gengar haters in here? It's only an annoying gimmick. I thought it's been placing. When was this? July 3rd. Okay, actually not that much this month. June 28th. June 21st. It has tournament results. 32 and 700 players. This was last month. What do you mean last month? I mean, I think it has more than Beedrill. Gengar has more than Beedrill. And Gengar works with Sylveon now too. Gengar got a little bit better. I think it's, I think Gengar maybe was good for that moment in time because Sylvali was everywhere. No, I want to put Gengar above Mewtwo, and yeah, I think this is good. This is good. I still want to put it above Mewtwo and Palkia. I think it's definitely better than those guys. All right. I think Beedrill's a little bit better. Next up, we have everyone's favorite Charizard to play against, and that is Stoke Charizard. This guy has been ruining people's days for the past 2 months. Actually, I should say ever since Rare Candy came out. It's a tier 2 deck, and it's only getting better with Lily and everything. It got Flareon as support now too. Tier 2. It's comparable almost to Giratina Darkrai now. Darktina, I feel like it's better than Darktina, in my opinion. I feel like it's better than Darktina. We gotta put this guy S tier. We gotta put, I really want to put it above Darkrai. I feel like this deck's better than Darktina. The results are just not showing that right now, so I'll just keep them below. Oh, Charizard Sylve too. Yeah. Nah, maybe. You know what? I don't think there's been enough results yet, potentially, with Sylve and Char. I feel like it is growing. It's growing fast, and I think it's better. Maybe not. No, look at all his first places. Never mind. I just clicked. I'm like, oh wait, that's a lot of. Okay, this is always top 8, but it can't close. But Darktina apparently can close first, second, top 4. Oh my god. Okay, never mind. All right, we're gonna put Darkrai above still. If you rate the deck, it's below, but if you rate the ES itself, it's above. No, what we're doing is we're picking the criteria. You probably just came in, but the criteria that I explained earlier is we take the best possible version of the deck that it can be played with, and the best possible version that Darkrai's played with is Darktina, and the best possible version Charizard's played with is the Sylveon right now. And unfortunately, Darktina is performing better than the Sylveon Charizard, so we're gonna put it right below Darktina. All right. We're not looking at the individual. We're looking at the best deck you can make from the card, with the card in it. So next up we have Wug Trio. Wug Trio is just a troll card. It's just a meme card. Has anyone been trolling? I feel like some people hit Master Ball with it like immediately. June, May, April. Oh no, nothing. Wug Trio, honestly, Wug Trio is easily going to be in C tier. I think Wug Trio's played less than all these guys, actually. I think I'm going to put it right here in front of Pachirisu. It's fun, and it's troll, and it has to be mid-C. It has to be mid-C tier. It's just a meme card. That's all it is. It's a cool card, though. It's fun. Next up, we have the 150 damage Pikachu. 150 damage Pikachu. Immediately, I just want to say this in B tier. I think it's up here. It's still splashing a lot of electric decks. It's just a really good finisher. 150 damage, 3 energy is not bad, especially with all the energy generation we have in the game right now, especially with electric cord. Yeah. See? No, you don't think it's better than these? It has to be better than Dialga, chat. Its best deck is better than Dialga's best deck. Its best deck's better than Palkia's best deck. I think it's even better than Gengar's best deck. It's definitely better than Beedrill's too. It has to be. Yeah, July 17th, July 4th. Yeah, it's played of Oricorio, it's played of Tapu Koko. You play 1 in there. Oh, yeah, 100%. Yeah, okay. 120 health, that's not the point. Yeah, that's right. I mean, these are recent too. It has so much support. Zera Aura. Yeah, you're right. I think Gengar's above Beedrill too. Now that I look back at this, Beedrill's kind of in a weird spot. Yeah. I was like, why is it? Maybe Beedrill shouldn't be up there. I don't know why Beedrill's actually this high. I feel like Beedrill might be even worse than Mewtwo actually with the new Sylveon version you can run. Maybe top B, bro. I know. I'm thinking that too. Like, look at we have Tapu Koko, we have Oricorio. Like, this is good. I mean, it works. We have Zera Aura. Electric decks are strong right now. The best possible Pika deck, I think, is better than. It's easily better than Celebi. I think I got to put it right next to Charizard, actually. Honestly, Celebi's too low. Chat is trolling. They're underestimating electric decks. Chat probably plays 1 to 2 decks. Yeah. Well, I mean, not everyone can afford to, you know, buy all these cards and play all these different decks. They just base off what they've seen on YouTube and stuff. But I do think the best version of this is probably maybe a little bit. Bro, it might be winning more. Yeah, I think it. I gotta put it at top B. Bro, this is getting a little weird now. We got so many EXs in the game. I forgot how many we have. It's getting hard to balance everything. It's getting really hard to balance everything. Too many cards. And again, we're not basing this off of the card individually. We're basing it off of the best possible deck you could make using that card in it. So if you put the Tapu Koko, Pikachu, Oricorio deck and you threw it into ranked and played 100 matches with it, I think it would be better than the Moltres Charizard. Be more consistent and win more in the current meta. So I'm gonna put it above Charizard. Yeah. All right. And I feel like Infernape actually, we might have overrated it a little bit. Now that I'm looking at it, I'm like, oh god, I'm second guessing myself so much. I think Infernape, bro, Infernape might be B tier also. I kind of want to remove it. Nah, maybe I just put Pikachu up here. I think I just put the best Pikachu deck up here, right, that you play it with. I think I put Pikachu at the bottom of A tier. Or maybe, bro, maybe even up, dude. The best Pikachu deck is probably better than the best. No, it's not. Okay, this is fair. This is fair. This is fair. Infernape's right above Celebi? No. The best Infernape's better than the OG Charizard. It is. I'm telling you, chat. Trust me, play it with Flareon. I promise you, it's gonna shock you how good it is. Pika is better than Infernape's best deck? I don't know nowadays. I'm not sure. Pika's kind of a liability because it can get sniped on the bench. That's why most people don't use it anymore. And it gets one-shotted. I'm gonna put these right here. All right. Lucario, D tier. I think at the end of this stream, we're gonna have to make adjustments because there's still so many good cards, and we're gonna have to make changes. So let's just try to get through this, and then we can go back and make changes. All right. Lucario, it's bad. Lucario, I don't think I've ever won a match with it. It is so horrible. I can't even explain. It's like, I think it's a little bit better than Pikachu. It only does 10 more damage than Flareon, but at least you're able to snipe their bench. It's so bad. Below Glaceon even? No, I think it's better than Glaceon because the bench shot is nice. And plus it has Lucario to support it, to let it do 120 potentially. Alright, anyways, let's move on. We know that's D tier. It's trash. I'm gonna put it at actually, yeah, I'll put it at the top of D tier. Next up, we have Clodsire. Where does Clodsire belong? Clodsire technically has really good stats. It can do it takes 2 energy, it can do 120 damage, and it has like a, what, 180 HP? Or 160? I forget, is it 160? I think it's 160. Okay, it's 160. So its overall stats aren't bad, and plus it's a stage 1. The only problem is your opponent needs to be poisoned in order for it to even work. So that's a huge restriction. But it is dark type too. And there's a lot of poisoners. I think it's better than Dialga. Do we think it's better than Dialga or worse than Dialga Arceus? I feel like maybe it's probably worse than Dialga Arceus. Well, that's bad. Okay, never mind. Yeah, let's bro. This is fair. I feel like Rampardos Aerodactyl's probably better than the Clodsire build overall if you play 100 matches. Because Clodsire just completely relies on poisoning. It's definitely it's worse than Dialga. Yeah, and it has a three retreat cost. No way, it's worse than Beedrill. It definitely is worse than Beedrill. Aerodactyl's too high, really? Can you win more with Clodsire? Aerodactyl has Rampardos that it can play with, though. Now people run Guzma. You can remove Barb. You can Pokemon Center Lady. But I guess its stats are just good. It just has good stats. All right, we'll put it above. We'll put it above. We'll top a C tier. It's top a C tier. Yo, CJ, it's 3 months. Let's go. We in Fernape high right now. Oh god, no, we can't. We can't. It's already higher than it probably should be. I think Rampardos is better with Aerodactyl. I don't know though. No, maybe not. Nah. Okay, I'll put Clodsire at the top of C. We're good with that. Tinkaton? This is a gamble card. I feel like Tinkaton might be like right here. It's pretty bad. It has to be bottom of C easily. But you can win with it. Like, it has a lot of HP and it potential to do 160 damage for 3 energy. But we'll put it at the very bottom of C. Yeah, that's a fair assessment, I think. It's just it's not great. Next up we have Bidoof. Bidoof is a funny card. So it's S tier. Bidoof is S tier. We're gonna put Bidoof EX in S tier. Or Bibarel, sorry, excuse me, Bibarel. We're gonna put Bibarel in S tier easily. Alright, next up we have Decidueye. Decidueye EX. And Decidueye EX is a very good card, obviously. Is it on the tier list anymore? I don't know. I feel like it fell off a little bit. It did. It just doesn't do enough damage. Even HOW wasn't enough to push it on the tier list. I'm surprised by that. But it's definitely B tier. You know, A tier. I know, it's A tier easily. Sorry, I meant to say A tier. I actually think the Arceus Tapu Koko is a little bit better than it right now. The best Arceus deck might be a little bit better than the best Decidueye, but the best Decidueye is definitely better than the best Gallade. So this is an easy spot. We can just put it right in the middle of A tier. It's definitely better than Gallade, Infernape, and Pikachu, but it's not doing quite as well as the Tapu Koko, Arceus, or the Sylveon, Garchomp. So this is a fair spot for it right now. We might move it later on as we get into more of these. We're getting into the A S tiers right now. There's a lot more. Like we have Buzzwole coming up, Tapu Koko, Incineroar. These are all good cards that are approaching. So next up we got Incineroar. Where's Incineroar at? I know it's on here. Where is it? Is it here? It's probably listed in here, right? No. Wait, what? I thought it was on the tier list. I mean, I guess not. I mean, obviously it's an A. It's I guess it's weaker than Guard. Do we think it's the real question is it better or worse than Arceus Tapu Koko? I feel like it's better. It's worse than Garchomp. Garchomp performs better overall against the majority of decks. But Incineroar, I think it got to be better than the Arceus Tapu Koko, right? What are we thinking? CJ, Infernape is top of S tier. All right, okay. Yeah, it's a little better. Yeah, we'll put it up there. That's fair. Right next to Garchomp. That's fair. That's completely fair. All right. Next we got the Crab. The Crab, it's played occasionally with a bunch of different water decks. It's just good water support. It can be good early game. You play with Greninja, you can play with Palkia. I think it definitely wins more than Beedrill, but it's just not very good. Yeah, I feel like it might be better than Mewtwo also, honestly. No. What do people play with? I'm right about Greninja and all that, right? This is with Palkia. When was that? When was this result? July 17th? Oh, that was recent. Top 16, 126 player cup. That's only one person. Ninja. They just kind of play by itself too. It's a better eggs. Yeah, I feel like it is. You're right. Yeah, it's decent. It's like, I don't know. I kind of want to. I'll put it below me too. I think it's a little bit worse. Yeah. All right, that's fair. I mean, this is also kind of like in here. You can mix and match a couple of these probably, but it's never gonna be perfect. All right, next we got Wishy Washy. Oh, this card, dude. Why do they have to do them like this? So Wishy Washy, you need Wishy Washies on your bench to do any damage at all. Where's Marowak? I actually don't know. Where's Marowak? Oh, did I not put Marowak on here? Marowak would be D. I don't think it matters. He's D. All right, but this is also I think this is a D tier card. This is probably the best D tier though. I had some luck with it. I think it's easily D tier. Oh, it's so bad, man. They did my boy dirty. Where's Marowak? I just answered that. He's off in the fields right now. He's crying over his mom. All right, we got Raichu. Raichu, this is the one that does 60 damage and then I think plus 30 for each energy on your opponent's Pokemon. Lapras and Cresselia. Oh, did I forget to put, you know what? I hope it doesn't reset my, I'm afraid of it like resetting my, I think it's gonna reset the tier list. I'm not gonna add those. Those are, all of the promo cards are D tier. They're easily D tier, so just think of any promo card, put them in D tier immediately. Except for maybe Ray. He might not be D, he might be C. But those two are D. The ones that aren't on here are D. Whatever. Alright, we got Raichu. Raichu. What are we thinking, guys? I think C, somewhere in C. B, Raichu Coco. Oh yeah, July. Oh, people, you know what? People play one guy, second in a 61. I guess he's playable. He's playable. You can run him with Stoutland, Tapu Koko. Electric just has good. It's high C. I don't think. Nah. We gotta give. If we gave these B, if we gave Beedrill, Palkia, Dialga B, I gotta give Raichu a B also. I would put Raichu right here. If I gave them a B, the bottom of B is pretty bad, honestly. The bottom of B is pretty bad. I kind of want to move these down. Uh, but it's only fair. If I have these in here, then I gotta put... I mean, I have so many tiers. I should have done less tiers because there's a very clear difference between some of these cards. I should have done less tiers. Yeah, it's not bad or good. We're definitely gonna put it in B. I'll put it... I think it's a little bit better than the best. No, yeah, it probably is than the best version of this. Honestly, it's probably better than the best version of Mewtwo also. Maybe even the best version of Gengar. I think so. I think these guys got to move down too, honestly. Yeah, you're right, chat. They're so bad, dude. I wanted to put them up there, but nowadays, like, ugh. I actually like... no, we'll keep them here. We'll keep them here because they're still used a little bit. They're splashed in occasionally. I think Dialga might be worse than these guys, actually. See, like I said, we were going to adjust it as we get on with the tier list and they kind of evens out a little bit. We're going to, like, make adjustments. And Dialga deserves to be lower, I think. It's maybe a bit better than Aerodactyl, but the best Dialga deck is probably better than the best Aerodactyl deck overall. And I feel like it's better than the best Clodsire. Dialga Arceus is probably going to win more in rank than the best Clodsire, I think. Alright, let's just keep this. This is, I think we'll stick with it. My boy Weavile's too low. Nah, he's right where he belongs. That one I'm not really questioning. I'm just, the top of, like, in between C and B is hard. It's kind of, the lines are a little bit blurred. It's hard to rank these. Let's see here. Next up, we got Lunala. Lunala. Has anyone cooked with Lunala recently? I doubt it. I doubt it. Not this month, but last month, some people hit Master Ball. It's, you make a pretty decent Lunala deck. I think we put him in B, not A. No, I don't think A. I feel like it's a little bit better than Beedrill, but probably worse than the Crab. It's just 100 damage for 3 is not great. Also, it's a stage 2 line, so most of the time when you put a stage 2 line in your deck, you don't want to, excuse me, mainly use it as support. But Lunala is just kind of a support where you use it to Psychic Connect. It's used in a lot of meme decks too. You can run it with Giratina, but honestly, it's not that strong. But it's strong enough that you could probably still hit Master Ball with it if you really grinded. So I'm gonna put it in B tier. I do think the Crab is just more consistent. It is bulky, that's true. It just doesn't seem to, I don't know. Is it better than Crab? I haven't used the Crab's bulky too, and better early game. As well as Sylve. That's true, kind of. Maybe I'm biased because I tried it the other day and it was terrible on stream. I tried it with Sylve and it was bad. Because with Sylve, you just have too many cards because you need to run Giratina too, so you don't have much room for supporters. Crab is just good with Greninja. It's good with Palkia. I just don't think that many people run it because they just don't want to. I feel like if more people ran it, it would be a little bit better. The Mewtwo Sylveon, maybe that's a little bit too high, but I feel like that's pretty strong too. Like, I won a lot with it. Maybe I just got lucky, but it seems pretty strong. I just don't think people use Mewtwo enough because it's just such an old card, so people don't want to use it. That's why it doesn't have many results. I think this is fair. Next to Gengar, is it better than the Mewtwo? It might be better than these. All right, chat, what do we think? Better than Gengar? No, I don't think it is. Honestly, this is a fair spot. I like this assessment more. Yeah, I agree with you guys. I think it right here is fair. No, dude, no. Oh, this one's like impossible to judge because I really think the best Lunala deck is worse than the Mewtwo Gardevoir Giratina deck. I just think it is. It doesn't have a win condition. At least the Gardevoir Mewtwo deck has Mewtwo to do 150 and Giratina for 130, but the Lunala one doesn't have as strong of a win condition. I just don't think it's as good. I think it's like you would lose more overall. Yeah. All right. Let's scroll down here. The crab might even be better, like win more. Okay, we're all right. All right. Sorry. Passimian. This is not a good card. Passimian you're gonna lose a lot with, but I saw a couple people who hit Master Ball with Passimian with like Ray. They paired it with Ray or something else to move the energy down too. But again, it's one of those decks that like you give up 2 points. This card gives up 2 points and just moves 2 energy down. So it's not even a ramper because it doesn't generate energy. It just moves the energy down. And if it dies from like Greninja, if it dies from Darkrai, also it's useless. I think it's better than a lot of these. People have hit Master Ball with it more recently than most of these cards. I think it's better than Trio. I think it's better than these guys. No, maybe not. Maybe that's even too much. I feel like middle of C is fair. Middle C is fair for this guy. I don't want to think about him too much. He's not great. But I've seen people hit Master Ball with him somehow. Because the ability to move energy down is not terrible. Like, let's see. Maybe I'm wrong. Has anyone not used him? I might be wrong. Yeah, I told you, chat. People did it. And this is like, managed to get to master with this build relatively easy. No, I don't believe that. Yeah, I gotta put it C in the middle. Maybe even worse than Wug. I feel like Wug might be easier to hit Master Ball with. That's fair. All right. Yeah, we're gonna make adjustments later. Again, we're gonna make adjustments at the end. We'll make some slight changes. We're almost done here. This guy Muck is terrible. Muck. No one has ever hit Master Ball with Muck. No one has even won with Muck. Muck is like, I would rather use Articuno than Muck. I think I'm gonna put Muck in D. This thing is bad. I think even Lucario is better than Muck. 3 for 80 is terrible. Yeah, Muck is bad. This guy, I mean, it's just they did it dirty. It looks so fun. It has like a paragraph of text, but it's just not strong. All right, next up, Soul Galio in the house. This is another easy one. I think this is gonna be really easy to rate this card. Soul Galio is currently tier 3, solidly in tier 3. And being tier 3, I have to give it A tier. If it was tier 2 and above, I would give it S, but I have to give it A tier. It's actually a little bit worse than... I think the best Leafeon deck is better than the best Soul deck, but the best Soul deck is better than the best Garchomp deck. So this is a very fair assessment, I would say. Obviously, Babero, best deck in the game. But yeah, if you build a deck around Solgaleo, the best one is probably going to be a little bit lower win rate than the best Leafeon Flareon deck. Yeah, easily A tier. Easily. And chat, again, we're not basing it off just the card itself and how strong the EX is. This list is based off of how strong the best deck is that you can make with it. Low S, then I gotta put Leafeon in S. Because Leafeon, the Flareon Leafeon deck is tier 2. The Solgaleo deck is tier 3. Is Solgaleo not the best deck in the game? What? Who told you that? No, it's not. Not at all. What? Let me pull up Limitless. Is there a tier list on Limitless? How do I select by game? Pocket. Ah, here it is. Okay, so this is the Limitless kind of tier list right here. Where's Soul at? Soul is 6. Yeah, Flareon Leafeon is actually has a higher win rate than it. You can see it on the far right there. Yeah. Wait, we need to put Stoke Charizard actually. Yeah, we did. We put it up there. Okay, good. And then Dark Tina second and Sylveon Greninja's first. Yeah, I'm sorry, chat. A lot of people are under the impression that Solgaleo is the best deck in the game, but that's just not true. I don't know, I'm confused why a lot of people thought that. I saw a lot of people in the chat saying it was S tier and it's the best deck, but that's... I mean, there's multiple websites that tell us that that's not the truth. Yeah, Soul's pretty easy to pilot, and you get quick matches, and it's pretty basic, and it seems really strong, but overall, if you played 100 matches with it, it would probably lose more than the Leafeon Flareon would, if you're a good pilot, if you're like a top-tier pilot. But most people in ranked aren't top-tier pilots, so Soul's easier to play. But I have to put it... If we're putting Leafeon in A, then I also have to put... No, because we're talking about their... You know what? I'm moving both these up to S. They don't deserve to be in the same tier as these guys. I'm moving them both up, okay? That's more fair. All right. Anything that's like in the top 5 decks deserves to be S tier. We're going to move both of them up to S. Do we agree with that? I think they deserve both to be in here. All right. Next up, we got Buzzwole. Buzzwole is not S tier anymore. It fell off quite a bit. Buzzwole is actually... How is Soul ranked worse than Guzzlord? How's that possible on here? But we'll have to check the other side too. Oh, Buzzwole is actually tier 2? Wait, I thought... Oh, Buzzwole came back, actually. Must have been performing well recently. Now, for this, there's 2 different Buzzwoles, and they have them ranked below Soul, but it must be just the recent tournaments that Buzzwole's been performing in. Let me look. July 19th. First! Wait, it just topped Ursie's tournament? Are you kidding me? It placed first? Yesterday? Oh, that's why it just bounced back up to tier 2. Because of this result. Yeah, when first, yeah, chat, I told you. I think it's S tier. Yeah. God, this seems out of the loop on the recent results. Well, the tournament ended yesterday. What do you mean? It happened yesterday. We gotta put it up there. It hasn't had enough results recently for me to put it above these guys, but... Oh wait, this is the wrong place, yeah. Yeah, definitely better than Soul. Buzzwole almost never bricks because it gets basic and Lucamine gets it online quick, yeah. I can't believe someone just placed first in Ursie's tournament with it. That's insane. That happened yesterday, chat. I'm not checking every day, or today. Oh, it was today. It was today. I'm not checking every single day of the tournament results, okay? Give me a break here, all right? I didn't look today. I do check pretty frequently, but I don't check every single day. I'm sorry. But I told you that Soul wasn't quite as good as these, and I told you that. A lot of people just didn't believe me, but it's not quite as good as these. It's just less consistent. Gotta know why Bibarel's S tier, because it's the god Pokemon. I always beat Buzz with Soul 9 out of 10 times. Yeah, but it's not based on your personal experience. All right, Tapu Koko is our next card here. This is a very strong one. And the reason I'm also pulling up this tier list a lot is just to prove to the chat. I'm trying to use like examples and proof and information to kind of not even prove to the chat, also help myself out too when I give a rating, because I don't know this stuff off the top of my head either. So I like to look at the tournament results too and see where the breakdown happens. Tapu Koko, Arceus. I think it's been actually doing super well recently. I think this site takes like results from the last month, but this one is like way more recent in their rankings on the tier list. So that's why I'm looking at this one more, because it's more recent. Like it automatically. And Tapu, it looks like it's top at tier 3. It did really well in my tournament recently too, even though it was kind of, I banned a lot of stuff in my tournament. Definitely, I don't think it's S tier. I agree. I don't think it's an S tier card. But I do think that it deserves to be at the very top of A. It's like on the verge. It's breaking through. It's almost broken through to S tier, but it's easily at the top of A. I don't think anyone would argue this. This is actually one of the simplest ones we've seen. Yeah, you're right. If we are putting Soul in A, really, I think I just kind of folded to chat with Soul. I don't believe it should be up in A, but chat was very adamant. As soon as I said Soul, it was just S's spammed in the chat, so I kind of folded. But realistically, I feel like Soul is actually worse. Soul, in my opinion, is like below Tapu Koko in A tier, but chat was like S, 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 so I kind of folded. But I don't know. In my opinion, I do believe Soul should be down in A, but we'll keep it like this for now, because everyone seems to think it's an S tier Pokemon, or an S tier deck. All right, next up we have this trash. I don't even, where do we put this here? Where is it going? D? Maybe like better than this, right? Is it, which one's better? The best Lucario deck is probably worse than the best. I forget what this card is even called. Anchor card. It has to be the top of D. Top of D. I don't understand the Leafeon placement. Well, the best Leafeon deck is almost like the third best deck in the game, or not third best, but it's up here, like really. Actually, you're right. Maybe it's worse than Buzzwole. What do we think? It's right here. It's top 5, but maybe recently it hasn't been performing. Nah, Froggy X. This just it was on the 3rd actually. That wasn't too recent. First place. And first again. Like it has some big placements, but Leafeon, you know what? We might change that later. Let's keep it right now. But I honestly might bump it down. I do think we need to move Soul down over Wishy-Washy. Dude, I think is it not better than Wishy? Because Wishy is so inconsistent because you need to draw your basics. EV Box is not top tier. I guess maybe not recently. But it has, I mean, it has placements recently. I just placed 6. This was today. 6 out of 600. You don't think that's top tier? This seems like a top tier placement to me. I don't know. This seems pretty good. It's definitely better than Soul. We gotta move Soul out of here. I'm sorry. I know chat. You're gonna be upset at me. CJ, thank you so much for the gifted. I appreciate you, CJ. Yeah, we got, okay. I know I'm gonna get so much hate. The comment section, if I make this into a video too, is gonna be all talking about Soul, but it doesn't deserve to be up here with these guys. I'm sorry. I think it is below Tapu, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna offend you anymore. Okay. Delmai is terrible. We're gonna put it, okay, we'll put it down there. It's just somewhere in D. We know it's bad. No one's even used it, so we don't know where to put it. But I'm pretty sure it's pretty bad. All right. Next up, We EV boxes plays consistently well. People just want to hype the outliers at high roll. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I put up here. But people are like, no. It's like, yes, it is. It is top tier. All right, sorry. I keep getting distracted. Lycanroc. Where do we think Lycanroc should be? Probably C tier. It's pretty bad, but it's not terrible. I feel like it's better than Nose Pass, right? It might be even better than these. Honestly, these are just kind of random at this point. I don't even know what the hell I was doing here with all these. We were just throwing them in. I feel like Wugtrio is probably better, actually. Whatever, we'll just throw it in the middle of the sea, okay? Just getting thrown in there. We don't really know. Guzzlord. I don't actually know how Guzzlord has performed recently. I haven't really paid attention to Guzzlord that much. I'm a little confused. I don't know. What do we think? Guzzlord, apparently, it's performed not so great because it's going down a little bit. It's tier 3 now. When's the last time? You know what? Let's do it on this other website here. When has Guzzlord? I feel like it's going to be A tier for sure, but I just don't know where in A tier. Where's the Guzzler at? He's down here at 7. 50% win rate. What has he done recently? Any July 13th, 3rd out of 139. 2 out of 75. Definitely fell off. Definitely fell off pretty hard. It's still good. I'm not saying it's not good. It's definitely still good. I think we gotta put it in A tier. Probably right here. I think Arceus Tapu Koko is doing better than Guzzlord right now. I guess if I was being fair to Arceus Tapu Koko, I'd put it up here. I'd probably put it up there. We already have Tapu Koko right there, so you guys understand anyway. I guess to be fair to Arceus, I gotta put it right there because we're basing it off the best deck possible with it. So I gotta put it next to Tapu Koko because they're played together. So that only makes sense, right? You understand why I'm doing that, chat? Because you play these together. So we'll pair Arceus, Tapu Koko together, and then Guzzlord, it's gonna go down here below Incineroar. I know it has more placements than Incineroar, but I only think that's because people don't play Incineroar because they're just playing Charizard, which is a better version. But if you took them both into tournaments and ranked, I feel like maybe Incineroar would have a higher win rate. People just play Charizard instead, so you don't really have much Incineroar results, right? Leafeon A? What chat, what are you guys talking about? Leafeon just placed first in a 600 player tournament. I don't want to hear anything else about Leafeon. Or not first. Did it place first? Was it first? Okay, it just placed 6 out of a 600 player tournament today. Leafeon is top tier, S tier, 100%. That deck is definitely S tier. Yes, if it places 6 in a 600 player tournament, and a couple days ago it placed 3rd in a 278 player tournament. A couple days, like 2 days ago, 3 days ago, it also just placed 12th too in that same tournament, and then 6th, and then also again 14th. It took up a lot of chat. What are you talking about? I don't want to hear it. What are you talking about? You're yapping. I don't want to hear about Leafeon anymore. Only due to Flareon, but the way we're rating this tier list is the best deck that the card is played in, and Leafeon is played with Flareon, but Leafeon is also the engine of the deck, because you can't say it's only because Flareon, that deck wouldn't be as good without Leafeon either, because it's the engine for the whole deck. It's what generates the energy for it. All right, chat, we're rating it best. I don't want to hear it. Based on the criteria that we're setting, Leafeon definitely deserves to be an S tier. All right, it's not, I'm not saying how much the card carries the deck. It's what is the best deck that it's played in, and the best deck Leafeon is played in is EV Box, and EV Box is S tier. That's why on our tier list, based on the way we're rating it, it 100% deserves to be here. You know what I mean? If we were rating it based on how strong the individual EX card was, it probably would be way lower. But we're rating it, the only way to keep a consistent rating system is just to have a criteria. And based on this criteria, Leafeon, the EV box deck is definitely S tier. Same with Babero. But okay, anyways, we got Doug Trio. I think this is like a D tier card. I honestly, it could do 0 damage for 2 energy. It has to be D tier. It has to be D tier, right? Like right here. I don't know. C? No. No. Maybe that got it right here. That's fine. I mean, yeah. All right. Next up we got Flareon. Flareon immediately, boom, top of the list. Top of the list instantly. We're putting it right in front of Leafeon because you could make the argument it kind of carries a little bit harder in EV box, but still you need both of them for the deck to work. So we're putting it right next to Leafeon. They go hand in hand. They're played in the same deck. That's an S tier deck. We got to put it up top tier. All right. Next up, we got Prim. What do we think? Where does this get placed? Maybe like A or S? No, no. I don't even think it's A, honestly. It's B, probably. It can't be A. I'm sorry. It can't. It just hasn't performed at all. And it's just slow, kind of. Yeah, there's only 3. Oh my god. Oh, since it came out, it's only been 3 usages where it. Oh, that's honestly, I'm gonna put it at the very bottom of the B. I think the only reason people even used it is because it's new. Once it's not new, and there would just be no one using it. I really think it might even. We could put it at the bottom. No, you know what? It might be like the top of B. No, I'm still rating it too high because it's new. I know I'm biased here because it's a new card. It's fun. Dude, I maybe like right below Charizard. No, not even. Dude, am I still overrating this? I might still be overrating this. The best Prim deck might be like worse than the best Gengar, honestly. What's the difference this has versus regular tier list? Regular tier list, you would rate the individual decks, but I'm rating each of these EX cards. Instead, I would have decks here. But I'm rating what decks they're played with. Otherwise, I would just like, it would be 200 decks. So I had to do this to simplify it. Let's see here. Next up is Sylve. I think we gotta easily put this in S. It's not, we just slap it alongside Giratina, right? Like, it's just side by side with it. Put Prim above Gengar? It's better than Raichu Tapu Koko? No. Alright, anyways, let's move on to Sylve. I think it's, yeah, right next to Giratina. This is fair. I don't think we even need to debate this. Alright. Next up, we got Dragonite. Dragonite, chat. Best DX in the game. Again, guys, I'm not really basing this off of how good the individual card is, but it's literally used in a Giratina deck for the top deck. So, I mean, these guys go side and side. It's a head. These are both, yeah. Dragonite is S tier. Okay. All right. Really top B. Really? I guess. Yeah. It's probably better than these, right? Does it win more than Charizard, the old Charizard? Nah. Nah, chat. Nah. The old Charizard is better. I know everyone loves Dragonite. I know they do, but it's bad. It's bad. No, I can't even put it this high is absurd. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Everyone's saying B. Like, I think the criteria for B is you should be able to hit Master Ball with it in the deck. And I don't know if you can. I don't think you can. I'm gonna put in C. I don't know. Everyone was saying B, but I don't think it's B. Like, I don't think you can do it. I'm gonna put in B. I mean C. Sorry, excuse me. Yeah, I gotta. It's dual energy. You can't attack again. All right, just because everyone is big Dragonite fans, I'm gonna put it the top of C. All right, I'll put it the top of C for y'all. I think I would even put it lower maybe, but I'll put it the top. I think as we make a tier list in the future, this is gonna be down here. Maybe everyone's gonna, yeah. It's better than Prim. No, it's not. No, it's not. No. All right, Eevee again. I'm gonna put this like this is an easy one. We're just gonna throw this right here. All right, there we go. Actually, yeah, because you play in this deck. So yeah, I'll just put it right next to these. That makes sense. Next up, we have Snorlax. We got Snorlax. Dragonite's not better than Blastoise? I feel like it is actually. And that one definitely is probably better than. But we got a lot of Dragonite Glazers, so I'm gonna keep it up there. Snorlax bad, right? I don't know. We'll just give him mid-seat. He can work sometimes, I guess. It's just been troll. It's not very good. We're not putting in B. That it's so bad for B. Does not deserve B at all. It might even deserve low C, but I'll put it in C because I made it work and I'm putting a video out on it soon. So it was decent actually when I was recording that video. But no, I think no, actually, bro. Oh god, it goes even lower for me. It's almost D, bro. It's so bad. It's like this is the cutoff section between these are like somewhat usable. This is and then these are just terrible. All right, next up is Ray. Ray is I got the Master Ball with Ray, but I only had one of them in the deck, and it kind of acted as a finisher. You can splash him in anywhere. He's colorless. But he's just kind of a meme. I probably should have done it without Ray. I didn't need to when I hit Master Ball. It didn't really help that much. Yeah, Turn 1 Ray sucks. That's true. My criteria for this list is a little bit scuffed because you could say you could just throw Ray in with anything and then it'd be good, right? I could throw it in with Giratina, Greninja, and it could be, you know. So criteria is a little, but we're doing the best we can here. There's not really a good rating system to rate all these, so we had to just declare a rating system. I don't know. I kind of want to just put it like B tier for Ray. No, no, that's too high for sure. Let's put it next to Snorlax. It's another kind of meme card that can work sometimes. Is that it? All right, let's take a look at some of these. We have Bibarel, obviously, best card in the game, Bibarel EX. Then we have Sylveon, Giratina, Darkrai. Those can't argue, they're S tier. Stoke Charizard, S tier. Buzzwole, S tier. Leafeon, S tier. Flareon, S tier. Leafeon, S tier. And then Eevee's also S tier because it enables and it's used in that deck. So I feel like these are all like very, you can't really argue these. The ones where it gets iffy is when you get down into B tier or A tier here, where you have Solgaleo. A lot of people are gonna be mad. Soul is should be S, but honestly, the deck itself isn't performing as well as these ones right now. Like these are used in decks to dominate consistently in the top tier, while Soul is like, it's good, but it's only dominating up to the point where it's like a tier 4, tier 3 deck. So I can't put it in S tier because of that. Next up is Tapu Koko. Tapu Koko's gotten a lot better recently. People are using it a lot more. It's honestly, in my opinion, it's better than. No, it's around the same as Soul. It's in the same bracket as Soul, where it's just not able to push up to like the S tier, in my opinion. Next up, we have Arceus. Arceus was just played alongside Garchomp, and then Arceus is played alongside Tapu Koko. Then we have Garchomp. Obviously, Garchomp A tier. Incineroar A tier. Guzzlord A tier. Decidueye A tier. Gallade. These three get a little bit iffy here. I'm not gonna lie. These are a little bit like I don't know. Maybe they deserve to be in here. Maybe they don't. Tapu Koko. Pikachu is also still really strong. I think Flareon and Infernape's pretty strong too, enough to be an A tier. Gallade, I don't know. Does Gallade even deserve to be up here? I think it's definitely better than B tier, but let's put it right here. Give it down one. Yeah, we should have put Bibarel in its own tier. You're right, chat. I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know how to add more tiers. I should have added one. B should be B. I think so too, actually. Yeah, that makes more sense. Yeah, because they are very hit or miss depending on the matchup. 100%. Yeah, you're right. They're not as consistent. Like they don't have as wide of a winning pool. Like they really want to go against certain matchups in order to win. So I think they deserve to be down in B tier. Okay. And then now you start to get into some of the older cards that are a little bit weaker, and obviously these are B tier. They're not top tier anymore. They can't perform as well in their decks. And then Raichu, you pair it with electric types is going to be good. Prim is not very great. 103 energy is not good. I mean, 2 energy for 80 can be good, but I just really haven't seen anyone do anything with it. Gengar, maybe this is too high, but Gengar is getting better and better and better. So maybe he has a lot of potential. Mewtwo also with the Gardevoir is decent. You're able to win some. I think you can hit Master Ball with these is what I'm trying to say here. I think Lunala, it's possible to hit Master Ball. Same with him and same with Beedrill potentially. And then once you get into C tier, these ones probably not as much. I don't think you could hit it. Maybe if you got really lucky, you could hit Master Ball with it, with the decks that they're in. Why is Moltres so high? Because honestly, if you play Moltres alongside the old Charizard, you can still hit Master Ball with it. You could still do it easily. But yeah, I think you could. I don't know. Maybe a couple of these should be placed higher than this, but I think most of chat agreed on that. You could honestly, they're so strong you can still pair these together and do fairly well. then this is where it gets a little scuffed. These decks are like really hit or miss, and they're only able to win versus very specific matchups. And C tier, you can exchange and move a lot of these around. There's just so many in here, and they're so different. No one really plays them, so we had a hard time ranking some of these, but I think everything that's in here deserves to be in here in C tier. Then D, these are just almost unusable. You will win maybe 30% of your matches at most if you play a deck with these in it, because they're just so bad. They really drag you down. They're never used anymore, and they never really have been used in D tier. So yeah, I feel like this is a pretty fair tier list. Some of these you can make an argument for, especially when you get down into the B and C tier. But yeah, overall, this is not too bad. Of course, no tier list is going to be perfect. I'm happy with the way it came out. We did this together, chat. What deck is using Babero in the current meta? Dude, this is just a god tier card. It's the best deck. I can't tell you which one because it's a secret, but it's dominating. Oh, also we are missing some promo cards, but all the promo cards that I'm missing are D. Same with Marowak, it's D. Just put it, imagine it's down here, they're bad. All right, yeah, not bad. Okay, well, that's gonna be it for today's stream. That was actually a pretty long stream, and the whole time we actually did a whole tier list. It was a lot of fun. Yeah, I think it came out pretty decent. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today. I'll see you. I think I'll see you tomorrow and the next day. So the next 2 days. Also, in 2 days is when Pokemon Presents is happening. So that means they're gonna announce the new set. I will be streaming that in the morning. I'll be streaming the announcement, the whole Pokemon Presents, and then also talking about the new cards that are leaked in the new trailer that comes out. So make sure you guys are there for that. I'll see you later. Have a good one.